so sick and psychiatric. Oh, so cold, results are tragic. Oh, so cold, we spit these habits. All I want, I have to have it. Tracks so sick and psychiatric. Oh, so cold, results are tragic. Oh, so cold, we spit these habits. All I want, I have to have it.
Oh no, it's Bobby Nizzo, back at it again with a new CD, Unforgettable. FBI telling, no hygiene smelling. Sad to say, I'm a 3-count felon. You can write 3 bios on every different aspect. Parts of my life, tragic, mad strife, mad sins, mad smashing heads, hustling, skeletons in my closet. Every one of them, I caused it, I lost it. I'm going to hell over 1,000 sins. Multiplied by 12, divide by 3, equals hell for eternity. Learn from me, hear me spit it legit, kid. Hustler, muscler, but there's always someone tougher. I'm no bluffer, I wear 2 rubbers, the forgotten ones, nice. Platinum gold and ice, Diggy skins, wise as sun. DGS, Digital G skins, producing this sociopathic beat. Sit on for life.
Tracks so sick and psychiatric. Oh, so cold, results are tragic. Oh, so cold, we spit these habits. All I want, I have to have it. Tracks so sick and psychiatric. Oh, so cold, results are tragic. Oh, so cold, we spit these habits. All I want, I have to have it.
You ever been in a nightmare? It's dark and eerie. Feeling petrified when you finally hear me speak words that predict your end. A slow, painful death. Now the torture begins. It's like entering room 237 in the Overlook Hotel and start Armageddon. Overwhelming fear takes over your whole body. Begging for mercy, but I ain't feeling sorry. Smelling your fear like a canine. Take lies out in a man's ride. You found lace with brain parts on your brake line. You never say killer snakes in broad daylight. Police and hate, hesitate, catch a snake bite. Get your gang tied, never waste time. Taste fire if you test mine. Shine all night long cause it tastes right. Use the marks like a 9 by the waistline.
Tracks so sick and psychiatric. Oh, so cold, results are tragic. Oh, so cold, we spit these habits. All I want, I have to have it. Tracks so sick and psychiatric. Oh, so cold, results are tragic. Oh, so cold, we spit these habits. All I want, I have to have it.
Hello, Dr. Doctor, I'm here, I got a problem. I wanna drown my neighbor, please help me solve them. I'm thinking boulders and bricks, maybe hockey bags and chains. What you think? Please don't think that I'm loony in the brain or insane in the membrane. It flows through my veins. Got a paranoid and bored, life is always the same. So I follow people home just to see what their life like. Peek through the windows when I see the night lights. I tiptoe about, I make myself at home. I lay down on the couch and then I rest my dome. And then I slowly start to roam. The living room is nice, so are the pictures of the kids on the wall with the wife. In the kitchen though, I'm not a fan of faux wood. The kids' rooms look good and I like what you did with the pool. I'll show you in a minute, I just need to get my tools and the cement for your shoes, plus your dirty condom use.
Tracks so sick and psychiatric. Oh, so cold, results are tragic. Oh, so cold, we spit these habits. All I want, I have to have it. Tracks so sick and psychiatric. Oh, so cold, results are tragic. Oh, so cold, we spit these habits. All I want, I have to have it.
What the fuck, man? Yeah. I need to talk to Isha for like 5 minutes, like on FaceTime, so he can help me with a few things. But I'll figure it out regardless. It's just he's a lot better with this shit than I am. That's all. But you just learn a little bit more every day. That's all. That's all it is. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, we'll figure this out. Don't worry about it. Let me see. Okay, so I just wanted to share this real quick. This is I like listening to old people. I know a lot of people might not like this, but it's motivating.
What if I told you that in just 90 days you could become unrecognizable to your current
Some
self?
people need to be
Not in theory, in reality. The way you move, the way you speak, the way you handle pressure. What if 3 months from now, the version of you who hesitates, who scrolls, who second guesses was gone, and in his place stood someone sharper, stronger, focused, a builder, a closer, a force? That's not a fantasy, that's a decision. And if you're serious about making the next 90 days the most powerful, most disciplined, most transformative season of your life, you're going to have to study this video from start to finish. To get the most out of it, watch it a couple of times, because this isn't about hype. This is about how to actually do it, step by step, ritual by ritual, mindset by mindset. The blueprint you've been waiting for.
YouTube has just paid for my entire trip around Europe. It paid for this new car, and it even paid for this new house for my parents. And yeah, I don't work for YouTube.
Is here.
Okay.
But let me be clear from the beginning. This isn't a motivational boost. This isn't a feel-good pump-up. This is war, a declaration against the old you, against the habits that keep you stuck, against the excuses you keep recycling like they're facts. 90 days, one decision, go all in, or stay average. Because here's the truth, 90 days isn't magic, it's math. 3 months of radical consistency is enough to build habits that rewire your identity. It's enough to compound small wins into unshakable momentum. It's enough to rise above 99% of the people sleepwalking through their routines, convincing themselves that someday is a real plan. But none of that happens unless you lock in, unless you eliminate distraction, unless you remove escape routes and treat this like your last chance to finally follow through. You've said you're ready before, but this time you prove it. And if you're serious about this path, then hit subscribe right now, because I'm going to be walking with you through the full journey. Not just today, but every step ahead. These aren't quick hits. These are deep dives. And if you stay locked in, if you truly commit, the world will not recognize the version of you that walks out on day 90. But it all starts here. You've got 90 days to flip the switch. And this video, this is where you burn the old blueprint. Let's build a new one and let's begin. A man who is truly decided burns his bridges. Not metaphorically, not half-heartedly, not with a backup plan hiding in his pocket. He removes the exit. He makes retreat impossible. And because of that decision, that real decision, he becomes someone else, not later. Now, this is what it means to lock in. For 90 days, your life becomes narrow, focused, forged. Every day you stack proof that you are not who you used to be. And every day your brain rewires itself to believe it. There's psychology to this, hard science. Your brain operates through patterns, through repetition. Every time you make a choice, your mind carves a groove. Do it once, it's nothing. Do it twice, it remembers. Do it every day for 90 days without deviation, without apology, without negotiation. That becomes your identity. And once your identity shifts, you don't try anymore. You are. It's who you are to wake up early. It's who you are to go all in. It's who you are to choose discipline over comfort. This is why 90 days matters. Not because it's long enough to try something, but because it's long enough to become someone. And let's be real. This isn't about hype. This is about physics. Momentum. Most people never get momentum because they keep resetting. They do 3 days, then skip one.
Don't quit
They do a
anything
week,
you do in
then
life.
fall off for 2.
Never quit.
They're always starting over, always chasing the spark.
Even if it's
They wait for motivation, but motivation is a liar. Discipline, that's the truth. Because discipline doesn't ask how you feel. It doesn't ask if you're tired. It doesn't care what the weather is like or what your friends are doing.
Nope.
Discipline moves, and movement creates momentum. Momentum is what turns hard into automatic. It's what turns effort into flow. It's what separates the man who keeps restarting from the man who rises. Because once you cross a certain threshold, once the habits click, once the body adapts, once the mind sees proof, something flips. And now the work starts pulling you forward instead of pushing you back. But to get there, you've got to go through pain, through friction, through the part where it feels like it's not working. That's the barrier most never cross. But I want you to remember this. Resistance is not the enemy. It's the signal. It means you're evolving.
I want to buy your house. I can pay you cash for your house no matter what condition it's in. If you need to sell your house for any...
Stop doing it. I know more about...
Think about it. The muscles don't grow without tension. The skill doesn't sharpen without repetition. The identity doesn't shift without emotional friction. When it gets hard, when you want to stop, when the old habits start whispering, that's the edge. That's where most people fold. That's where you don't. Because you've decided. And a real decision is not about feeling good. It's about becoming great. Discomfort is the price of the next version of you. You will not get it without cost. You will not ease your way into transformation. You will pay for it in discipline, in focus, in energy. But once it's yours, it's yours. That identity becomes your armor. That mindset becomes your fuel. And from that point forward, everything changes. The man who locks in for 90 days doesn't come out the same. Because he's trained his brain to obey purpose, not mood.
4 months.
He's practiced showing up when no one's clapping. He's rewritten the stories from I'm trying to I am. So this is the choice. Do you play with the idea of change or do you become it? Because when you go all in, when you remove the exit and burn the bridge, you force your nervous system to adapt, your environment to shift, your habits to bend toward the standard you just set. That's how identity is forged. Not in one day, but in 90 consecutive ones. So stop waiting for the path to feel smooth. It won't. It's not supposed to. The discomfort is not a red light. It's green. It's your signal to lean in, to keep going, to keep building. Because 90 days from now, if you stay locked in, you won't just feel different. You'll be different and the world won't recognize you. But more importantly, neither will the man you used to be. There's a moment in every transformation where you stop asking, what should I do? And start demanding, what must be done? This is that moment. The first 2 parts of this video set the foundation. They lit the fire. But this is where we build the furnace. This is where we create a structure so strong, so focused, so unbreakable, that failure becomes harder than success. Let me introduce you to the 90-day lock-in blueprint. It's simple, brutal, effective. It's not designed for ease. It's designed to make you evolve. These 90 days will be structured around 4 pillars, non-negotiable actions you will complete every single day. Each pillar is designed to sharpen a specific part of you. And when practiced together, day after day, they forge a version of you that's clearer, stronger, and more dangerous than anything you've been before. Let's go through each one. Wow. Pillar 1, mind. You can't outperform your own thoughts. Every day for the next 90 days, you will spend 1 full hour feeding your mind, deliberately. This is not passive content. This is focused input, reading high-quality books, reflecting deeply on your actions and thoughts, writing down insights, goals, or affirmations. This hour is about building perspective, not entertainment. It's time to download powerful software into your brain. Why is this important? Because most people run on autopilot. They consume junk. Their mind is cluttered with distractions, opinions, negativity, and noise. But not you. Not anymore. From now on, your mind becomes your greatest weapon. Choose books that challenge you. Write ideas that stretch you. Reflect on what you're doing, why you're doing it, and who you're becoming. 1 hour a day doesn't just upgrade your thoughts, it rewires your identity. You begin to speak differently, move differently, think strategically. Why? Because your mind has been fed with purpose, not junk. And over 90 days, you've installed a new operating system. Pillar 2, body. The body fuels the mind. The mind commands the body. Every day you train, minimum 30 minutes, ideally up to 60. The goal is intensity, not perfection. You can run, lift, box, stretch, climb, hike, but you move. Period. This isn't about aesthetics. It's about energy and discipline. Your body is your base, and if your body is weak, your focus will crack. Your mind will tire. Your drive will slip. You don't need a gym. You don't need a trainer. You don't need a playlist. You need commitment. Sweat daily. Push yourself daily. Sweat out doubt. Build pain tolerance. Become comfortable being uncomfortable. Because every drop of sweat is a decision made. I don't negotiate with weakness. And soon, your body becomes an anchor, a force multiplier. It won't just carry your weight. It'll carry your standards. Pillar 3, mission. Every day, you build the dream, one brick at a time. This is where most people fail. They wake up and let life happen to them. You won't. Every day, you give your craft, your calling, your dream 90 minutes of uninterrupted deep work. No distractions, no scrolling, no checking your phone. 1.5 hours minimum. If you're a writer, you write. If you're a business builder, you build. If you're learning a new skill, you train. And if you don't know what your mission is yet, finding it becomes your mission. You read, you journal, you try, you start building anyway. You move forward until clarity arrives. Why 90 minutes? Because most people never even give their goals 90 minutes a week. And they wonder why nothing changes. This block of time, practiced daily, becomes your edge. It compounds. It sharpens your skills. It separates you. 90 minutes a day equals 105 hours in 70 days. That's a part-time job worth of mastery. This is where you build what they can't see yet, and when it's done, they'll feel it. Pillar 4, stillness. If your mind is never still, your potential is never clear. Every single day, for at least 10 to 20 minutes, you will sit in stillness. No phone, no noise, no stimulation, no talking and no input, it's just you, your breath, your mind, your presence. This is where you defragment, where you drop back into yourself. This stillness is not wasted time. It is the sharpening of focus. It's where the stress dissolves. It's where your ideas form. It's where you remember what matters. You can sit in meditation. You can walk in nature. You can lie on the floor and breathe. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you disconnect from the noise and reconnect with your mission. Most people are addicted to stimulation, so their thoughts aren't their own. You will break that cycle. You will train presence, because presence leads to clarity, and clarity leads to power. Now let's go deeper. Most people underestimate how chaotic their inner world is. They think productivity means more input, more stimulation, more motion. But the elite, the ones who move with precision, they understand that stillness isn't the absence of work. It's the foundation of intelligent execution. You have to give your mind space to breathe, to think for itself. Stillness is not inactivity. It's alignment. It's recovery. It's where your nervous system resets, your vision clears, and your obsession becomes calibrated. So sit down, breathe deep. No phone, no music, just presence, just you. You'll feel resistance at first. Good. That means your mind is detoxing. Let the thoughts rise. Let them pass. Observe without reacting. You're not here to control the noise. You're here to watch it fade. Do this for 10 to 20 minutes daily and watch your focus multiply. Fifth pillar, no negotiation. You will do what you said you would do, period. This pillar is where boys become men, where talk becomes transformation.
There is electromagnetic energy in that pyramid.
Oh, yeah.
Between 200 and 600 meter wavelengths.
The new direction is like,
we knew that
if we look
everything
into
was
the
mine.
pyramids,
This is the code that holds the structure together.
insane like that.
No negotiation means you don't miss days, you don't make excuses. You don't move your standards depending on how you feel. This is your internal contract. You signed it the day you started this 90-day sprint. And from that moment on, there's no escape hatch. Because here's what most people don't understand. Success isn't a talent problem. It's a negotiation problem. They start strong, but as soon as it gets hard, they start talking to themselves. Just today I'll skip. I'll go easier tomorrow. I've done enough. And little by little, they weaken their own identity. They teach their subconscious. My word means nothing. Not you. You will do it anyway. When it's hard, when it's boring, when it's inconvenient, especially when it's inconvenient, that's when the identity shift happens. That's when the future version of you starts to believe you. No negotiation doesn't mean perfection. It means no quitting. If you miss your deep work block, you make it up that night. If you miss your workout, you go twice as hard tomorrow. But you do not allow yourself to become soft. Not now, not in this phase. Remember the line, discomfort is the price of the next version of you. Let me repeat that discomfort is the price of the next version of you. And the payment is daily. If you love this line as much as I do, definitely press that like and subscribe button. Now, if you follow this to the letter every day without compromise, your life cannot not change. Here's what happens. Your mind sharpens. Your decisions become faster, your vision clearer, your thoughts more elevated. Your body becomes a vessel for power, not just in appearance, but in how you carry yourself. Confident, capable, composed. Your mission starts to move. You're not stuck in overthinking anymore. You're executing daily. Your presence becomes magnetic because you've trained silence, focus, calm. You've separated from the scattered masses, and your discipline becomes your identity. No longer something you try, it's just who you are now. And that's the entire point of the 90-day lock-in. Not to check boxes, but to become the kind of person who no longer needs to be convinced to rise. You don't need reminders. You don't need applause. You just move. You just build. You just live differently because the old version of
It's like if you say you're gonna get up at 4:30 in the morning, like in your mind, you'll wake up. It's amazing. Like I knew this like in my 20s. It really works. You don't need an alarm clock. Your body will just wake up. It's like if you say to yourself before you go to sleep, or an hour prior to you going to sleep, somewhere around there, you'll always wake up. It's like one, we're all connected. This is really true. A lot of vibrations and megahertz or other things the scientists and physicists talk about. It's like it all makes sense, common sense. Let me find out real quick. Where did I get this from? I want to make sure I give them a shout out. Just videos like I have watch later, like in my on my YouTube, and just one I watched last night. I don't need to be motivated, you know what I mean? I'm already a motivated person, but yeah, Napoleon Hill's wisdom. Yeah, this guy too. want to show people something real quick. 'Cause I'm sure people have seen this stuff before, but there's some good people in the world. They're not all just what's it called? They're not all bad. Is what I mean. Napoleon Hill's. Napoleon Hill's Wisdom. 63,000 subscribers. I'm already subscribed, but I was. I don't know why they ain't subscribed now, but always. Definitely look at the show. It's pretty good. For people that need motivation or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Whatever you need. There's all positive stuff is always good. This guy has a channel too. This guy's pretty good. This guy's almost at 1 million in less than a year subscribers. All right, let me see. Let me share this with you. I'm not sure. That's a good question. I'm not sure, honestly. Like, I don't use like Google much, just like for spelling and stuff. But this is a good book right here. 48 Laws of Power. It's a good book. The Art of War. Strategy. A lot of it applies to today. Even Sun Tzu. All his the Asian general from way back in the days. A lot of that stuff still applies today. Still does. A lot of it. But now we're growing up in this time. It's like I remember when we never had like iPhones as a teenager in my 20s. Never. Like, we never had that stuff. So if I had this stuff, I probably would have never ever did time. Like, never. I would have probably never did time. I'm not saying I did, I wouldn't have. I don't know. I probably, the hardest thing is to find, 4 people to show up every day and practice, like, instruments and everything like that. Like a well-oiled machine. That's what like epic bands did. And like back in the days, like back in the days, people had lived music, you know what I mean? Like, you had to be really good. Like, you had to be really good. And you didn't hear Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth, any of those bands, even like Zeppelin and Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd. Like, you never heard none of their best songs. It's always like radio. Like Fight for Your Right to Pie from BC Boys is the worst song ever, right? But every song on that album and the prior album, Cookie Puss, right? Off the charts. Like, for 3 Jewish kids from freaking Manhattan. People have no clue, man. Like, people don't go back in the crates. Like, when I was a kid, I was listening to freaking my mother's 8 tracks, and then I went about Kiss Alive 2 and Black Sabbath, Sabbath, Black Sabbath. It's all about hard rock and music with attitude. Then it was Iron Maiden, Judas Priest. Then it was freaking Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth. Oh, the Book of 5 Rings is really good too. Yeah. Miyamoto Masashi, right? Yeah, that's a good book. DVS has something on his channel about educate the boys so that we don't have to punish the man. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's a lot of different authors, especially these days. Like, people make books with other people's books, you know what I mean, on ebooks and stuff like that. It's a smart way to make money. There's so many ways to make legal money in this world. Yeah, there's a lot of different great authors, you know what I mean? Since the dawn of time. The Bible is like one of the most read books out of any other book. Like, RZA has that line, on Wu-Tang Forever, one of the tracks on Wu-Tang Forever. She's been in more hotels than Bibles. It's like just the metaphors there. You know what I mean? And the funny thing is, it's not even a woman's fault. You know what I mean? It's like some woman it's their fault, but most it's not. It's abusive fucking whatever the fuck man or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean? Just I don't know. I definitely wouldn't want to be a pimp. That's for damn fucking sure. That's why I was never a pimp.
All right, I got 27 mind-blowing businesses you can start with XAI that you couldn't start a few days ago. Gork 3.
This
you
was
can
only a
copy,
month ago.
paste, and then profit.
There's going to be a lot of changes
no
going on in the world.
No code.
Start learning
cover how,
AI, people.
the profit, and the magic
Start learning
of Gork
AI.
3, which is amazing.
Don't use it like Google.
Gork's like
use
this,
it.
You know, I don't know. Swamp
like,
monster. It
the
seems
3%
like
use it. Or the 4%,
is that what we were coming off of? I've showed you guys how to make GPTs before. Put them in the GPT store at OpenAI and make money. One of them I created in 15 minutes, but many of them I made. They're still available at the store. And you might have seen this video. It's the SBA Loan Advisor, grants, loans, side hustles, startup funding finder, Epic Navigator, and business evaluator to figure out the value of your company, or a credit coach if you don't have one, and it's completely free. All my chat GPTs, though, my GPTs, are not.
I'm still live, babe. But you need to play if you want. Or what, right? So that way you can. No, chicken rice is fine. Yeah, or whatever you want to do. Whatever you make, I'll. What do you mean, another egg roll up? No, you can make. Yeah, you can do the same thing. Sure, that's fine. I like it. Always good. Okay, sorry about that. All right. All right, back.
Absolutely free. But many of you have made a lot of money in the store. So congratulations. I am super proud of everybody who's making money with their GPTs. Well, now it's time to make money off another AI tool that is rocking the world. Simply copy and paste. When ChatGPTs first opened this opportunity to put it in their store, I jumped on it and I shared it with you. So here I am again, helping you with something that was launched just a day ago. So full video demo, I'll show you later how to access it, how to watch it, and what you can do with it. But the main thing is to know what businesses you can generate, 27 of them, that you can use this incredible tool. And this tool, you can literally do everything before I finish.
A lot of scammers out this.
You can even combine
this guy
video game requests in just seconds. And Elon said that he's launching a game studio.
Are we ready for?
I would trust Elon if I was people.
Yes.
Stop calling him a Nazi.
So we're launching an AI gaming studio at XAI. If you're interested in joining us in building AI games, please join XAI. We're launching an AI gaming studio. We're announcing it tonight. Let's go.
So you can just spend all day dreaming about video game ideas,
trying to help
human will write up the full game for you and do all the work, make you games. Like, for example, I thought of, what if you put Tetris and you put Angry Birds together? What would you get? An Angry Tetris game? Well, I had
AI
support
crazy,
build it.
Never mind
gave me
AI,
the game
quantum
logic,
computing
the
is like
physics
even
engine,
10
the AI
times.
smarts, and the polish.
There'll be so many changes, man. People are gonna be like,
mind blowing. You have got to try this, and I'm going to show you how to do it. What if I told you that you can start these businesses that make real money and give you real ways to set up a whole gig to get this going using just AI that is so smart?
POV, you made your month's salary in 24 hours.
I want to talk to you about something that is making waves on social media.
Well, weekly,
it'll blow your socks off. And I'm talking about Gork 3, this XAI that you can find over, and I've been paying for this version since the beginning. And the latest brainchild of Elon Musk's team is wild. So the demo that I watched yesterday and that you can watch, I prepared 27 different copy and paste business ideas that you can steal, or you can borrow them. I don't mind, but stick around because I'll cover them. This video is really cool. Now, since 12 years old, when my dad financially cut me off, I've been thinking about business models to either provide services or products to everyday people. That's what's been going through my head, and I'm 54 now, so it's been a while. But you can do these things, so we're going to dive in real fast and cover all 27. But first, what's the catch? How can an AI like Gork 3, which is already making waves with its insane reasoning, turn you into a business rock star? Well, I'm going to spill the beans, but you've got to keep watching to find out how. So we're going to start off with the first one, the first business idea. This is AI-powered content creation agency. If you're a business and nobody knows about it, well, you need content creation today. All you need is a laptop and a little bit of time, and you can start doing this. This is an amazing one, and it's number one for a reason. Everyone needs X, TikTok, Instagram, all of the socials, blog posts, and no one has the time to do it. If you have a good price that somebody could pay, you can do this one in minutes, and you could be snagging up clients who need fresh daily content. It's like a machine, like a treadmill. You get on it. You got to keep going. You plug these ideas into Gork 3 and bam, professional graded stuff without breaking a single sweat. And people desperately need this. You charge $50 a pop, and in just 10 clients, you could have $500 in your pocket. And a lot of these I'll cover. I'm just using 500 as like a general idea. And you're curious about how Gork 3 can churn this out? Well, let's save the best part for last, but how long does it take? Well, you can finish a cup of coffee before it's done, or before the sentence even done. And how do you scale that business? I'll cover that later. The secret sauce to scaling it later on in the video. Let's get through the ideas. The next one, number 2, is custom code generation service. Custom code generation service is so in demand right now. Did you see the Gork 3's demo? It whipped up a 3D animation, a complete 3D animation of a Mars launch and return trip, like in 30 seconds. Businesses need simple apps and websites. And if that can build a launch to go to Mars and come back, imagine how simple an app is or a website to create just a feature if it can do that. You don't need any coding wizard. You just put in the prompt and Gork does the heavy lifting. You can charge $100 per project. You get 5 gigs. And the cool thing is, unless you watch my channel,
a lot of people don't know
aren't going to know how to do this and how easy it is.
A lot of people like my age, $40 for just 5 gigs a lot of people don't even use
or a day, depending on how much work you want to churn out. So stick around. I'm going to cover more gold. My name is Andrew Cartwright. I've started over 32 companies in 17 different industries. I guess 18 with all this AI stuff I created. I bought 17 companies and had 5 exits. My mission in life is to get you money for real estate investors and business owners. The link is in the description. We also built a community where you can learn so that you can get this money called Origin of Opportunity. Also, grab your free stock down below as we dive deeper into more of these niches. The third one is Niche Research Buddy. This is incredible. You can be a niche research buddy. Gork 3 can analyze trends from X posts and web data in a flash. Think about that. Everything posted around the world in X and everything online can now come together and give you in a flash instant research. And let's say someone wants to start a vegan snack brand. Gork AI can tell you what's hot, what's not, and what people are craving. I guess you could also be a designer. I'm just coming up with the one off the cuff. I guess this will be 28, about what clothes work with you. Put up a picture and say, what clothes would look good on me, right? Now, back to the other one, the researcher. Pair it up with a tool, Google Trends, if you want, and sell your research report for $75. And if you're curious about niches that are popping up, this could be a great one. Drop a hint down below in the comments of what idea you come up with, just thinking off the top right now. What business idea do you have popping in there? I'd love to hear that from you. Business number 4, viral hook writing service. Yep, viral hook writing services for YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, X, and LinkedIn. You can come up with a hook, grab someone's attention, and use that. And you can use the creativity of Gork 3 to create off the chart, split up catchy lines all day long, sell 10 of those hooks for $30. And it's that are irresistible. And write that. Please make irresistible hooks. And be a little patient, my friend. It's going to take you like 4 seconds to get an answer. So I know that's a long time. Business number 5 is instant ebook empire. You know, these ebooks are absolutely incredible. Gork can write a 20-page ebook in seconds on any topic.
What about this
fitness,
recently?
to dog
9
training,
billion
to
people on
dog
the
walking,
planet.
to whatever you want. You name it in just a few seconds. Now, spruce it up with a free tool, Canva, which I love. My thumbnails, that's in Canva. Make a cover in Canva and sell it on Amazon and Etsy for just $10 a pop. Shoot, $2 a pop, because it's digital, doesn't cost you anything. Think about writing it fast enough to keep up. You could be writing books all day, every day. You could probably turn out 20 books a day if you want on any subject. Business number 6, AI chatbot consultant. In fact, this very video, you can drop in and make a book out of it, and you'll have 27 ideas. I dare you, go do it. Drop this video in and make a book and send it to me, because I would love to see it. The AI chatbot consultant. Business can start chatbots on websites. And Gork 3 conversational skill is next level. It's just like talking to somebody. You set up a simple bot using Gork APIs, and you don't worry, it's easy. It's easier than it sounds, and you can charge $200 to set this up, because most people have no ideas how to hook up the API. And you're curious about Gork 3's talking circles around other AIs? Well, it does, and it is a game changer. Business number 7 is deep search solution provider. Number 7 is all about search solutions, right?
Yeah, it is infinite. You're right.
Deep search. This is absolutely amazing. A tool that Gork 3 demo. Think Google. Think Atlas.
We can do this right on here and show people,
but smarter. It offers clients detailed research on competitors or markets using Gork's insane digging skills. Charge $50 per report, and watch the cash roll in. You'll be giving people high-quality reports. I have no idea how deep you're going to go down the rabbit hole once you get started, because it's mind-boggling. So let's get into 20 more cut-and-paste business ideas. Number 8 is AI-generated resume revamp. Just feed somebody's old resume in, let Gork spice it up with verbs and flash and maybe some pictures. Profit $20 a resume, 10 clients, that's $200. It's lightning fast, and you can tailor it to any industry. Number 9, viral meme generator service. We all love memes, right? We crack up, we laugh. In fact, I think maybe Elon's using Gork, or even Trump, to write up their tweets and stuff like that. They must have some algorithm, because who tweets at like Elon, right? We wouldn't have like 3 in the morning. Do these people sleep at all? So Gork 3 can crank out hilarious memes, captions for businesses and influencers. Pair them up with Canva, and you got quick visuals. Sell packages, 5 memes for $15,
right?
Maybe more if you like. Maybe you got one that you really think is worth the money. You can use the
make sure you give yourself one day a week,
and it does, which is pretty amazing. More humor than ChatGPT or Gemini or even DeepSeek. This one
drink a lot of water when you wake up too, because your brain's dehydrated.
It definitely has character. A personalized gift ideas consultant. Number 10. Clients will tell you about their friends, what they love, what they hate. Gork will split it and make up unique gift ideas.
Man,
You can probably make a commission
right now.
off of Amazon, but you can also, by sending them links, but you can also charge $10 a piece for, let's say, 20 gigs.
And then quantum computers.
Use the creative brainstorming from Gork to put that on steroids. Number 11 is AI quiz creator.
You were born in the
You ever
60s,
like quizzes and
70s,
games and crossword
like I was
puzzles, all that
71.
kind of stuff?
If you were born
build
or
fun
prior,
quizzes for websites and
or the
social media
80s.
to keep audiences engaged. Which Disney villain are you, right?
Most people,
use Gork 3 to question writing skills, all types of stuff.
There's no way
Charge
I can learn
$50
this
a
stuff.
quiz
You know,
for the
like
business,
people my
tweak
age,
it a little
or my
bit,
mother's age,
have
like
Gork do it, and then
other,
just
you know what I
clean it
mean?
up, and then
But
basically have
I think
questions that people
if they
ask
start using
in
this
those
stuff,
quizzes that they get answers to.
it will become easier.
If someone hated ads,
Yeah, but-
here's what they would do. Day one, they'd install the free ad block extension from Capital One.
Number 12 is niche newsletter creator. Gork has 3 searches for X and web that are trending topics in a niche, and then write weekly roundups to be able to do this. Sell subscriptions for $5 a month, get 100 subscribers, you got $500, and it's deep search. So you'll find
That's like
gold
making money
there.
in your sleep.
Definitely
That's when you're going
in
to
it.
become
Now,
a
number 13 is
You need 10
instant product
sustainable
description
businesses to
writer.
become a billionaire.
Yep, lots of people are wondering, like, what do I write on a description?
Like the
Well,
smallest
perhaps a couple of
businesses,
the
too,
other
as long as they're making
competitors
money.
take the actual product and what
You'd be
actually
surprised.
is in it and what it, and say,
It's not as
look,
difficult as
write
people
me a
think.
great product description for this product.
Trust me, I've done a
$5
lot of
description,
research
50 jobs is
on this
$250.
shit. My whole life back.
Persuasively can copy and
A lot of
convert
books.
into the magic that makes you look different. And number 14, AI
Associates in
travel
business
literary
management.
plan. So if you're traveling, $25 an itinerary,
In
10
the past
travelers
7
is
years, come up all the
$250.
meds and breakthrough
People love
meds
travel.
that I came off of 7
So
years ago.
sell it.
7
There's also a travel website you can make money off of booking the travel.
7 years.
So another way to make money. Number 15 is social media bio blaster. This is another one to push out X,
almost 3 months from
Instagram,
now.
tailored to clients' vibe, like they got a certain feel. Put in their full channel and everything they do, and you can get
24
what their
years.
vibe
Well,
is,
hangover.
and you can charge $10,
$11,
$20 a client. It takes all their
Doesn't work.
personality, punches it out, and gives you exactly what'll work from
You
them.
do a lot.
16 is AI
Put
script
discipline in your
doctor.
mind.
This is fixing scripts like screenplays.
Have you found while you're
Gork
young, though?
can
Like, I would never
function
tell
as a
anyone not to, because I did,
complete,
you know.
basically, writer of screenplays, plus edit
Well, it
the
was
ones that
easier
are
for me to
already
quit.
there. $50 a script
I've already
overhaul.
been there,
It'll
done that,
spot
and
the
some, you know, so
holes
it's
in the
just
plot,
easier
and
for people
zing,
that are
you'll have a
already done it,
good
you know?
movie. So if you're not getting picked up by Disney or Sony, maybe you go run it through Grok and find out why your script is not actually being bought. Number 17, custom workout plan. A lot of people need this. $15 a plan, 15 clients. You adapt to the different fitness levels.
Just
AI
hang
powered
from one of those
dating
guys,
coach.
you're back.
The great thing is you can
Will decompress.
right on your phone,
You're an
look at a
officer.
dating
When you
coach
hang
and
on
do it.
one of
But
them, I
if
forget
you
what
want
the
to
machine
write up
spell is,
flirting,
man.
dating, all the profiles, you can give clients $20 a profile. 10 lonely hearts will be $200, right, to help them out. 19 is trending hashtag research. A lot of people don't know what hashtags are working. This is an incredible. You can profit $30 a report, 10 hashtags, and be able to get it in real time. What's trending right now? Because that's important. Not what happened
never
yesterday,
quit.
but what's happening right now. And 20, instant recipe creator. Clients list ingredients. Gork 3 wraps
If
up
I
the
just,
tasty recipes to tell
told
you
my
what
wife
can
cooking-
actually taste good. You can even take menus from restaurants and put it in there and
From her,
figure it out, right? Within seconds. Even drink
She learned
recipes
from her
for
grandparents.
foodies. $5 a recipe, $200.
Get 'em
Create
all the, you
whole
know,
menus for people. AI email
The paisans,
sequence
I'm telling you.
writer. This is number 21. If you have a drip campaign,
The
and let's say you have a
paisans.
business and you need emails, you need sales pitches,
They know
you
how to
need
cook.
touch-ups, and you need to nurture a relationship, well, Gork 3 for $100. You write 5 sequential, 10, 20 sequential emails to keep in touch and keep your people moving forward. Number 22 is virtual event scriptwriter. Yep, 3 pens intro, transitions, outros, and webinars, all live streamed, and all to help you out within Gork. $75 an event script. Keep audiences hooked looking at it, and it's incredible. And 23 is AI art prompt seller. Yep. AI,
Travel.
people love it.
Love you,
People
brother.
love art. Put it together.
Yes, bro.
Generate unique prompts for AI
many
artwork that you can put in Mid-Journey, cross those two together, sell as artists, $10 a pop, 10 prompts.
Watch some of the other
$200
stuff that comes up.
for 20 buyers.
It's only a couple
Incredible.
more minutes.
Wildly imaginative, fun. You'll even shock yourself. Number 24 is
there's
custom
only
study
a few
guide
more.
maker.
Less than
This
that,
is
few
how
more.
to study. $20 a guide, 10 students. Make it for them. If they're really young and using Gwork already, you might be in trouble there. Number 25 is AI naming agency. Gwork 3 brainstorms catchy names and product brands for pets. $25 to $5 a name idea. You can create something that is
Not everyone's a
absolutely
scammer
memorable.
out there, people.
26 is micro learning course content creator. Write bite-sized lessons. And let's say 5-minute guitar basics, apps and sites that you can then do, charge $50
I wonder
for a
if
course,
you
and
can
then
say,
clean
drop
it up
down,
and help people,
drop
especially
down.
anybody who's doing this that's not
Drop
AI
down to the
or
touchscreen for the
savvy on the
second swing,
internet.
right?
You could be the bridge
Just to make
between
it simple for people.
bringing somebody who can play a guitar
It's just-
incredibly
it's
to
just,
someone who needs it through the platform of the internet.
But a lot of
And
people have to
27, AI debate prepper. If you're married, you're used to being in debates. So this could help you with a debate you're trying to win with
All
the
inspired
person that
by
you're
punk
madly
rock
in love with.
and
So this could be incredible. You can be a consultant to be able to help people win their arguments finally with their
Helping people is the best
spouse
thing you
using
can do.
AI. Make sure you don't give it to the other spouse, because if you do, you guys might be arguing and debating forever. But
No,
Gwork
I don't
3
argue with my wife
provides
because
arguments for both
I
sides.
would never win.
So you know what could be coming if
No matter
you're
what.
trying to figure out what's going to be said.
This is what men
$30
don't
per
understand out
prep
there in the
sheet,
world.
give it to them, and you could
And the men
win
that beat their
your
woman
next
out there,
argument. Now,
fuck you.
here's the kicker.
Pussies.
Every single one of these ideas, you can start with zero experience thanks to
No
Gwork
excuse.
3's mind-blowing powers.
You're so
Like
pussy.
I said, none of these cost any money. But how do you get your hands on it? And one trick that you can make these ideas and these businesses is to explore the mini ideas. So I'm dropping the bombshell the next 30 seconds that you don't dare click away. All right, here's the deal. Gwork 3 is rolling out on X Premium subscribers. The first month is $50 a month to get the game rolling and trick you. So get your first client and your $50 will be covered. Test everything with Gwork 3's self-correcting feature. It's like having a business coach built in so that you can, it's like having all the hacks built into the program. Please smash the like button. Definitely subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you never miss out on another business idea,
help
way to
you with
make
more
money,
people 'cause-
or free grant money
Well,
that I
good
put
man.
out.
Yeah, free
So
grant money,
which of
people.
these
Grant
ideas,
money,
these
that
27
would help
ideas, do
a
you like
lot
the
of
best?
people.
I'd love to know in the comments. Also, if you do, I know you watch to the end, which are my favorite people, the people I love the most. So stay tuned, stick around. I'll show you more tricks and hacks and how to do stuff. Take care. My name's Andrew Cartwright. Love you.
I don't love you, but
you and I
you're
were
a good
both
man.
lied to since childhood.
I'm sorry. I guess I love another man. Yeah, so let's put this guy's channel up there too. Andrew Cartwright, just like he said. All right. Let me see. How far does he go back? He might go back a while though. Farther than a year. Yeah, 17 years. So he's been here for a while. But some of his most popular stuff is 7 months ago, 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Most of this stuff 2 years ago is all applies today too. 9 months ago, 1 year ago. Let's see. What's the farthest thing here? 4 years ago. Stimulus check updates. 4 years ago, yeah. Can you believe, like, my wife hasn't even got taxes yet? Like, what the fuck, man? I live in Massachusetts. That's why my whole life fucking sells them diapers. But yeah, a lot of good people on YouTube. Like, no bullshit. Like, good people. And the applications for this tech are like, there's so much you can do. Like, if you just sit down and like use AI, don't be scared of it. Like, people are like scared of AI and technology. I'm like, I love Star Wars. I think I was 7 years old when my aunt brought me and my cousins and our friends to the movie right when it came out. A New Hope. It wasn't called A New Hope back then. It was just called Star Wars. And then Empire Strikes Back, the Jedi, and then Return of the Jedi, right? And then, obviously 2000, 99, 2000, Phantom Menace came out. I got Phantom Menace on my back, Darth Maul. And those three were really good. All the ones Lucas made were really good. Obviously, Lucas was way ahead of his time. That's how I was inspired. Like Phantom Menace ship, the name of the Union Way, Phantom Menace ship. That was like on the first album. It was like working all week on a union job, right? And then that was like anger management, going to the studio and getting in the booth. Yeah, I love Star Wars. When people say, what do you like better, Star Wars or Star Trek? I'm like, it's not even close. Don't even please, Star Trek. I'm like, it's not bad. It's not, I think Star Wars is the only science fiction movies I ever liked. I mean, the first Alien was pretty good, and the Blob. What the fuck was the Blob? The Thing. It's Alive. Like monsters, we're born from women. You know what I mean? Or I think it starts out a woman, having labor, and a monster comes out. I forget what the fuck it was called. Those crazy movies back in the days, man. Like Deliverance, fucking Last House on the Left. Like these are fucking movies of fucking talk about violence and crazy and whack jobs. Like Clockwork Orange, like the ultra violence. Great movies, but man, imagine being on those fucking movie sets. Like, what the fuck, man? The only movie I would ever consider would be like a bad guy role where I don't really have to do too much research or nothing, or even like a fighter or something like that, or I don't even know. I wouldn't even want to be in movies anyway, because I'd want to be the guy behind the camera, writing and directing a movie or something. I don't want that fucking shit. Boba Fett, yeah, I'm gonna get the rest of the the dark side on my back, because I have Jesus up front here. I'm gonna get my kids baby portraits right on my left pec. Right pec, I got Jesus with 3 crosses like the tribal one. But I got Darth Maul on my right, so I'm going to get Darth Vader on this side and have the Emperor in the middle. And then all the other Siths, Darth Plagueis, the Wise, all those the most powerful Siths ever. And obviously Obi-Wan Kenobi, because he's Obi-Wan Kenobi, I think, only lost once. He let Darth Vader beat him, so Luke would get his power. This is pretty badass fucking good guys too. Like Han Solo was pretty cool. No fucking magic powers, no fucking the Force, none of it. But even like Siths used to be Jedis. You know what I mean? Or they always say balance. They always say it to a balance. Like Lucas was basically saying about manipulation. There's master manipulators. And that's what Star Wars is basically about. It's about it's about good and evil, basically. That's exactly what the fuck it is. It's about good and evil. He was way ahead of his time, man. And then you see how they make the sounds for the laser guns and stuff. It was just smashing a fucking I-beam with a fucking it's amazing the ingenuity he used. But what's his name that did Darth Vader? That did Darth Vader's voice? James Earl Jones, I think it is. You don't know the power of the dark side. Listen, I'm definitely with the light, but like I said, I don't ever want to go to the dark side again, but I could definitely get there in half a second. I get medieval real quick. But you definitely got to understand evil to understand, good. Balance. balances everything. Even the whole Force thing is ancient Vedic wisdom. Yeah, like Princess Leia. Yeah, Princess Leia. Yeah, Princess Leia. Jabba the Hutt. Like, I remember Boba Fett. To get that doll, we had to send in like 8. I think it was 8 or 10 or 12, somewhere around there. Things off your toothpaste fucking box, like little fucking things you'd have to cut out. I remember I sent them, and it took me like a month or 2 to get it. I mean, send, get all the things and then send them, and then it just came one day, like I don't know, 3 months later. Like, I even forgot about it because they weren't selling Boba Fett dolls back then. They were only selling like all the main characters and stuff. And it did come. It came in a little white box about the size of a little character, right? You just open it up and boom, Boba Fett. And then they start selling them. So I got what are those called? My wife used to buy a lot of these. I don't know, about 8, 9, 10 years ago. The big headed dolls in the boxes. What are they called? Funko Pops or whatever the fuck they are. I got like Tom Brady, in like practice gear. Fucking, I got the first clone, like the first one ever made, like from that company. Just like a plain one. I got I got Edelman, 3 Edelmans, 3 Brady's, 3 Gronkowski's, all with like away, home, practice jersey. Got a lot of other stuff too, like stuff, younger generation stuff too, like for the younger generation and older stuff too. You got I forget what else. I got a bunch of those too, like for my wife has a 5-star Etsy shop on Etsy. I'll help her with her business soon. You know what I mean? Like hers and mine's. It's everything's going well, but there's a few more little tweaks, and then I'll be able to fucking like promote. You have to do everything legal when you're doing everything legally. So everything's a lot of red tape and gray areas, So it's all just well, there's a lot of gray areas, but there's a lot of just black and white areas. It's just you have to do everything like the right way, because trust me, they will find out if you're not fucking being honest. So I don't want to like say nothing that hurts me in any other way or hurts my the brand I'm building. You know what I mean? So like, I just want people to know, like, competence, absolutely. Anyone that's starting businesses out there knows this. Like, it's a big fucking risk, but it's not really a big risk. Not if you know what the fuck you're doing. So, like, if I could run like all these big fucking jobs, underground jobs that a lot of people don't even know about, even in Massachusetts where we did them, right? If you could like run, 150 guys down a hole, 500 feet down a hole, and fucking 12 miles in this way, 9 miles this way. If you could do that, you could do anything. You know what I mean? Like, you could run anything. If you could run the streets, if you could fucking do everything illegally, the shit I did, right? Legal is gonna be easy. If you're a savage in this day and age, like, and you're not unless you have kids like me, you know what I mean? Like, you have to raise kids. Like, listen, everybody knows kids are fucking really expensive. I don't care what anyone tells you. And not only that, they probably weren't working. My kids weren't working in 5th grade like I was. You know what I mean? Three nights a week after school and shit. Before I was even allowed to work, actually. But I'm glad I did, though. Like, I was at a high work ethic. I just think it's. I think people feel better about themselves when they work. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with it. I think you should just work, find something you're passionate about, and definitely fucking, spend an hour on it a day until you can get it up and going. You know what I mean? This is why, like, I'm like building a team on here, because I don't like all the fucking attention. This isn't just about me. You know what I mean? I try to give people good underdogs to pick. You know what I mean? Like with gambling, but you know what? I'm probably not helping a lot of people gambling because it's kind of you're hurting them because it's like drug addiction and alcoholism. It's the same fucking thing. It's a dopamine hit, and people end up ruining their lives with fucking gambling. But if you keep it $25 a fucking week or something like that, every fight card, I don't think that'll hurt nobody. You know what I mean? I don't think they can hurt nobody. And they'll try to get like 25, 50 people involved in that, and 10% just comes to the house. You know what I mean? For keeping track of it and making sure everyone gets paid and making sure everyone pays in before the fights start. So the person who wins gets their money right up to the fights. You know what I mean? There's no what's it called? Betting apps or anything like that involved. You know what I mean? I take action during football season for a while, and then took some time off. Right, to better myself, right? Coming off all the pain meds and shit, and then I go back to it once in a while, but I'm gonna go hard at that this year too. Just football seasons. That's it. Football cards every Tuesday or whatever. And you gotta have them in by fucking Saturday, or the Thursday games don't happen until later in the season and stuff. So the football is easy, but UFC fight nights, fucking UFC pay-per-views, whatever. If you get like 10, 25, 50 people that just want to fucking, instead of hitting parlays and losing your money, just whoever wins the most, you know what I mean? And tiebreakers will come down to perfect picks and stuff like that. Very simple, but believe me, you could have 70 people like we do at Rush Hour Fight Club and Skate's little crew there at Casual MMA, whatever it's called. I think that's what it's called. Sorry, Skate, I forget the name of your new channel, buddy. But yeah, we have like 75 people in Rush Hour Fight Club, and very rarely is there ties like during a week. There might be a tie at the end of the year. You know what I mean? But sometimes, very few times there's ties. If you just go with like, if you pick, what's it called? The round of the fight, the way the fight ends, submission, distance, or knockout, TKO, or TKO, you know what I mean? KO, TKO, or submission, or distance, you know what I mean? Like, that's how you fix a tiebreaker, you know what I mean? So now you put, like, I'd say we'll do the minimum of $25. I would say that's, or 20. I would say 20, because $10 not really that much money. It's not really worth doing. You know what I mean? If you have 10 people or 25 people at 20 a pop, I'll say a good chunk of change. You know what I mean? That's $400 or $500. You know what I mean? And just we're fucking picking up a whole card, not just the fucking main card either, the prelims too, because a lot of hardcores out there like myself, you know what I mean, and a lot of other people, and mental health, addiction, trauma, all that stuff, and obviously the wonders of the world. You know what I mean? The pyramids, the Aztecs, Greece, the Great Wall of China, like all these huge things and all across the world that people don't really research. You know what I mean? I noticed that more and more over time that people ain't researching anything. You know what I mean? And I'm just really inquisitive, and I'm always down to look at things like that and go down a fucking rabbit hole and have fun while you do it. You know what I mean? But I need team, and I want to bring people on to talk to that beat the odds in life and can inspire other people and uplift people. You know what I mean? Because I think that's really important. Do something that's fucking, like a hobby basically, and do it the right way and do it authentically. Nothing scripted, nothing fucking sugar-coated, just the truth. You know what I mean? And very authentic. You know what I mean? I notice now, I know about trolls now. It's like most trolls, you know, when they start writing stupid shit, it's like because you struck a nerve, you told the truth, and they didn't fucking like it. It hurt them. You know what I mean? It hurt them, and nothing should ever hurt you like that. Nothing. Spot and shield. No shit, huh? Dude, good eye on that. I've only seen one demo game. I'm a 25 against it. It was the Broncos. I remember the other team. Yeah. You mean the NFL? Yeah, you guys got yeah. America's Canada has I think it's the CFO. I might be wrong though, but they definitely have a football promotion up there too. It's pretty good. A little bit wider, a little. It's bigger end zones, and the fucking field goal post is like in the beginning of the fucking right where the touchdown line is. So it's not back like people run into the fucking pole and shit. Canada's version ain't that bad either, man. But America's the only country with NFL with football. Football everywhere else is soccer. You know what I mean? We call it soccer. You know what I mean? I don't know why men's soccer never really picked up around here. I mean, it's picking up little by little in certain states. Women are the great soccer players in America. They won the World Cup, the Olympics, you know, a few times from what I remember. America never won the World Cup in fucking in soccer. I don't think America's ever won a World Cup. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I know a kid I went to school with who I played chess with really young. I'll have him and he's from Argentina. I'll have a kid I played with him too. A kid from Cambodia, Rota, another good kid. Oscar from Argentina, and a white kid from right around here, like me. You know what I mean? We played chess in 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. Like that's who we played chess with. I'd always play chess with those guys, and everyone else was playing checkers. I don't know. I like chess. Chess is strategic. It's like kind of like fucking pool. You know, you're setting up for the next move. The next move always. You're always setting up for the next move. Like with pool, you're setting up that cue ball to spin whatever way you want it to go to set up for your next shot. That's why pool is pretty hard. Like golf is a hard game. Golf, like that little fucking narrow little fucking a stick with a little fucking hook at the end, or a piece of wood, or a piece of titanium, or whatever, right? It's not as easy as people think to hit a fucking golf ball straight and in the least amount of shots. Yeah, hard game. Very hard game. Oh, ice hockey is fucking... I think it's the hottest team game. Amon threw away my OG Star Wars debut. You know what? I think I lost all mine in a fire. My aunt and uncle's house, who I lived with for 2 years, you know, as my mother and my father, basically, because that's what they were, basically, for 2 years. Or it was a little under 2 years, somewhere around there. And the whole house caught on fire. All my aunts were here. All my cousins were here from Pittsburgh and stuff. And I guess one of my aunts fucking left the cigarette going, and fucking the whole place fucking. Oh, I think I was the last one out from what I remember. People told me to. I'm like, don't you get kids and like animals out first? I think the dog became before me. Everyone else. And I thought about it back then. I'm like, damn, man, I think my fucking family wants me dead at a young age. I doubt it. I'm only kidding. I don't think so. But I was the last one out. It's pretty fucked up. And my aunt, rest in peace, Becky Shoes, and my uncle George, rest in peace. I already passed away. I don't know how true it is. They're good people. I think that's when my fucking when they fucking divorced, I think, and I went back to my mother. I was happy to go back to my mother, but I think that's when I fucking started, like, I don't know, like having an attitude problem, you know, young. And then my brother and sister were born. I had to help my mother with them, you know, man the fuck up at 7 years old. I helped them, help my mother. I watched my brother and sister were twins. They weren't not from the same father, and their father died like when my mother was 3 months pregnant. Fucking, my mother had a lot of bad luck. Like, I could go to Italy and bring her fucking back here. Her and my stepfather, like, because no one else is gonna fucking do it. Not from my family, anyways. Yeah, I wish I had all my dolls still, like you know, little fucking figurines or whatever the fuck. Cover your backside, the tax man always wins. What happened in a couple? Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't ever want to. I gotta dot all my I's and cross all my T's. You know. Yeah, NFL's good. You like it. You like it. Yeah, I think the Stanley Cup is the hottest team trophy to win. Football's pretty hard because you got defense, you got fucking special teams, and you got fucking offense. And you gotta have a good defense. If you don't have a good defense, I don't care how many points you score, like, that'll help. But if you don't have a good defense, you'll be exploited. You know what I mean? You need to run the ball. Ball time of possession is everything in football. Stanley Cup, they beat each other up every night. You know, they can fight, they can fucking hit each other. I think that's the most physical. Football's once a week. Hockey's almost every night. So they could play 7 games in a week in fucking 7, 8, 9, 10 days. You could play a 7-game series. You know what I mean? So you're not playing once a week. You're playing almost every fucking night. So I think it's a lot harder. And if you have a hot goalie, so you really need a really good goalie to win the Stanley Cup. Yeah, really hard trophy to win. I was born in 71, so when I've been a Bruins fan, right? When they won it in 2011, I enjoyed that immensely. When the Sox won in 2003, 04, 3 games to 1 down from, I think I would 3 games to 1 down to the Yankees, and we came back and won that series and won the fucking versus St. Louis. That broke the curse. And obviously had a lot more, a few more world championships after that. And the Bruins were winning by 3 goals with 58 or 48 seconds left, or 58 seconds left. And the Blackhawks came back and scored 3 goals within like less than a minute. I was like sick to my stomach. I think it was 2013. And most recently with Tuukka Rask. Like we had Game 7 in Boston, and he let up 2 goals in the first fucking period. I'm like, this guy's like biggest choke artist ever. We gave him a lot of fucking money too. I didn't give him the money. I mean, the Bruins did. Yeah, ice hockey's insane, man. The fights, man. The fights. I play a lot of street hockey. I can skate too, but I played a lot of street hockey growing up and as an adult. I love chess, but I suck at it. Yeah, it's just you gotta play. You just gotta play it. The more and more you play, you know, if you fight, like train to fight, you're beating everyone's ass. Like you'll never get good that way. You know what I mean? You'll never get good. You need iron sharpens iron. That old saying, that's really true. But pressure creates diamonds. So when you're in there with people that are better, that's gonna mold you. So playing people that are better at chess is gonna make you better. Gotta learn strategy and tactical plays. Yeah, it is. It's a relaxing game to play. You know what I mean? It really is. Close call. They full up UBI. I give first thing I'm grabbing. Yeah, you know what? I could never understand that. Like I don't know what the fuck it was. I know my cousins were out. I forget why. Maybe because the fire was in a certain part of the house. I know they wouldn't want me to fucking get cooked. I know that for sure. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty fucking surprised. I'm pretty sure they didn't want me to fucking go. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure. My friend has a 4-player chess set. Oh shit, 4-player? I didn't even know you could fucking play 4 ways. I never even knew you could play chess 4 ways. I never knew that. How about Chinese? Isn't there a game, Chinese chess or something like that? It's like the hottest game on the fucking planet or something. Well, hot for Americans, I mean. But they have a version of chess too. I think they play regular chess too, but they have another game that's I forget what it's called. I forget what the fuck it's called, but it looks really fucking difficult. I think it might be that. I think it might be Chinese checkers. I forget what it is. I just know it's really difficult. Yeah, I think that might be it. Yeah, I think that's Mahjong. I think it's Mahjong. I think it's like a I think it's like a diamond, not a diamond, a triangle. I think it's 4 or 6 or 8 triangles. You gotta fill them all in, or I forget what the fucking. I remember seeing it like fucking 20, 30 years ago, in my 20s or late teens or something. So over 30 years ago, like I was just seeing them play it. I forget where I seen it, probably on cable or something, and I was just like, and they were explaining the rules, and I'm just like, wow. Like, we didn't have the internet. That's what I'm saying. Like, if this generation had the internet, I don't know why I just didn't have the time really to fucking mess around with the internet, honestly. Never really had the time. All my time was being a weekend warrior, working all week, being a weekend warrior, and then Sunday were hangover days, right? And then Monday, back to the grind. That's freaking, when I think about it, it's like, but it was good. Not a lot of people can say they did that work, that type of work. I don't know. I know a lot of people myself, but a lot of people in the world have never did underground fucking construction and mining and drilling and blasting and fucking putting tunnel boring machines together down at the bottom of the shaft and start fucking drilling through solid granite. Not easy. That's why, like with the pyramids and stuff, it fucking definitely fucks my mind up how they got. Because I know drilling through solid granite, even with a huge tunnel boring machine, TBM, like it's hot enough, and you got fucking 500, 800 pound cutter heads on the front of the fucking tunnel boring machine that cuts through the fucking granite. It just goes in a circle. It just spins. And fucking, it just cuts through it. And you probably get like 150 feet a night or 100 feet. Because if you ever hit soft ground, you got to put up ring steel. And yeah, there's a lot to it. But most of it is solid granite. And then after the solid granite, he put forms up. And I'll probably be diving into some like tunnels that we've done way back in the past. None of the new stuff. Well, there ain't no new tunnels that I know of right now. I think me and my friend was on the last tunnel job that was local. Me and a few of my friends were the last ones on that job. The last tunnel job with a tunnel boring machine. I mean, that was South Boston, Castle Island, and CSO, North Dorchester. There's a shaft in each place that went underneath the Atlantic Ocean around in a circle. It's like I think it was a CSO water, like a thing for floods. I'm pretty sure it was a flood tunnel. Like Massachusetts, Washington D.C. and New York. New York's the only other San Augustine that's in the Bronx. Like, we're the only ones with tunnels in America, other than Elon Musk from LA to Vegas. That's pretty cool. The tunnels he's done there. But on the northeast coast, there's a lot of underground tunnels. A lot of people have no clue about. They just where drinking water comes from the Quadra Reservoir, like
the Metro West Water Supply Tunnel that comes from Clinton, Mass, goes all the way through Southborough, Framingham, Weston, and then those tunnels go to Blue Hills, and one goes to Stoneham one way, one goes to Blue Hills the other way, and hooks up with all the drinking water in the 50 miles of Boston radius. So we're getting all fresh water, basically, from the Quadrant. That's guess we get the best fucking tap water in Massachusetts. The MWRA says, and firefighters have told me that too. I don't know why. Because maybe MWRA is located on that island in Quincy at the end of House Neck. So maybe that's a borough of Quincy. Actually, we pulled the tunnel boring machine out from the Weymouth Tunnel right there. It took us all summer, me and my partner over there, to take piece by piece. They were like 300-400 feet down. They take it out, piece by piece, and they send it up. And that was about an 8-month job just to take it apart down there and send every piece up. Incredible. And then the crane we had over there was like 3 pieces, like came on 3 different trucks. They had to put it together. It wasn't your regular cherry picker, you know what I mean? Just to send men down and shit. This was, they'd send them down the Weymouth side, and they take the train, the little man trip, and all the way to the end. And that's what they do, take pieces off the tunnel boring machine and take it down piece by piece and send it up the fucking shaft, and we put it on trucks and stuff. Yeah, amazing work, man. Amazing work. It's not for everybody. Hey, Palman, what's happening, dude? I haven't seen you in a while, brother. I hope everything's good, my friend. Hope everything's well with you, my man. It's good to see you, Palman, bro. The Chinese were writing about battle strategy and philosophy when my ancestors were still swinging for the trees. Yeah, 4,000 plus years old. Our ancestors were fucking savages coming here to America. You gotta anybody that came here to America, you had to be a savage. I almost became a miner when I was a hobo, mad dangerous, and got busted work. But money is great. Yeah, in Australia they provide. Yeah, it's they never gave us accommodations, but because all of us were from Southwest Quincy, and like 70% from Southwest Quincy since 1903, since the Union was born. Always good to see you, Palmer, bro. Always good to see you, brother. Those big mining machines are oh yeah. Well, we've sunken a bunch of them. They'd actually back up and then mine right into the ground, and that's it, done. Oh yeah, everything's good, Palman. I hope with you too, brother. It's always good. Sean, good to see you, brother. I haven't seen Palman in a while. I seen him one time in about 6 months or something like that. This is the second time I've seen Palman. Yeah, mining is it's very dangerous. It's less dangerous now though, because of OSHA and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They said when the big dig, they said in the papers, and the so-called experts said a death every mile we mined, and we mined a lot of miles, like 8 different tunnels going on, all within around the same times. Certain ones are starting, certain ones are still halfway, not even done yet. So you have to have we had some great guys, man, that worked hard and did good shit. You know what I mean? But you're only as good as the people up top too. That you have to have responsible people up top, man, that know what the fuck they're doing. Like master rigger and tagger. You have to be able to know how to tag and rig up really heavy fucking shit you got to work with. Just if you could just imagine like what they need down there, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, just craziness. But it would take us like an hour or two, right at the beginning of the ship to send everything down. So that gives you an idea, you know what I mean? And then it's a lot of downtime, you know what I mean? But you have to be there. That's why you have a top man and a top man helper, top man / steward, you know what I mean? And 2 people up top of the shaft, run the shaft. Unless there's some other top work that needs to be done. Sometimes you get jobs like that, for people, instead of being in the fucking hole. But it's not even that bad though. Down below, it's like the same temperature year round. You know what I mean? If you're a person that's, I don't know, you get fucking like antsy in fucking small spaces. It's not really that small though. It's like fucking you're in a mini city basically. It's pretty big. I mean, once you get down there, I've sent people down there and bringing the cage back up. There'd be 2 guys in there, 3 guys. Fuck that shit, man. I ain't doing that. Don't worry about it. It's not for everybody. You know what I mean? There's plenty of people that'll take that job. Don't worry. And, yeah, on most of the jobs, you would see a lot of the same electricians, same operators. Local 4, local 103, and obviously Sandhogs. You know what I mean? A ton of workers, local 88 us, like. Me, obviously, I don't hold the book no more because a lot of fucking pussy moves, a lot of cowardly moves by people. I don't blame my old business manager either. I blame a lot of other fucking people, and they're gonna have karma in their life. It's gonna be on them. Yeah, tunnel boring machines are fucking huge. Sometimes they just save certain pieces of them. And then they sink them, mine them right into the ground and leave them. You know what I mean? Because, it's all fucking solid granite. You know what I mean? And then you're putting up a form too. You know what I mean? So, yeah. After the tunnel's done, it's so clean. You know what I mean? Like this, perfect. You know what I mean? But during mining and stuff, it's pretty messy. You know what I mean? I'm doing good, pal, man. I hope y'all doing, brother. I hope you're doing good, brother. My ancestors were Irish slaves. What about the Trump pardons? Yeah, I don't even know about the pardons. All I know is the Irish got. Hey, what's up, Sean? I don't know about that, dude. I have no idea about that. All I know is 5 million fucking Irish were killed with tainted potatoes way back in the days. That's what I should look into that though. Yeah, the fam is well, Palman, buddy. Thanks for asking, brother. I hope your fam's well, brother. It was when you had the boxing. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yep. I remember Palman. That's right, brother. No, it's all good, brother. It's all good, bro. Yeah, he's a good guy, man. He's going to come on again. I can trace my ancestors back to the Kern in medieval Ireland. Yeah, a lot of... I always say this about Irish, like around here anyways. Irish don't give up around here. Like the last thing we're gonna do is if I was in a MMA fight and someone caught me in a fucking chokehold, I just go to sleep. I ain't quitting. There's no way. But if I have my fucking arm in a Kimura or something, a fucking leg, you know what I mean? I don't want a fucking year of fucking physical therapy and fucking trying to get better again. So you're better off tapping, you know what I mean? Because, hey, you made a mistake. That's what's good about MMA. You can lose and still fucking, do well. You know what I mean? Look at Charles Oliveira at 145 when he went up to 155. When he had his first kid, his whole fucking thing just switched, He never quit again. Never quit on himself, I mean. It's a mental game with yourself fighting. It really is. Safety is paramount. It is. And that's what's good about the Ian Williams. What's happening, brother? Always good to see you too, brother. It's always good to see all the good people that jump in, man. I hope everything's well with you too, brother. Look who it is, Ant. It's Palman, man. Yeah, Palman. Ant came on 2 weeks ago, like the last fight card we had, because we had this last week off, which was good. Once in a while I need a fucking break from this stuff because I got other things going on in my life. You know what I mean? Good things. You know what I mean? But like people don't understand. Let's see so we're almost in June, right? So June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. I have 9 months left to figure out where I want to live for 6 months out of the year, and the other 6 months out of the year. 3 months will be in Thailand. A month will be in like Netherlands. A month will be in fucking what's it called? Other countries like Armenia, fucking Spain, like all these places. I just want to go. You know what I mean? Every year I want to go. And the other 6 months in America, for the holidays, to see family, and to hunt, fucking like every month or every couple months or whatever. And, stack up fucking plenty of meat and plenty of fucking fish and plenty of fruit trees and, have my own fucking private little farms, on about a couple acres of land, you know what I mean? And then, have little houses, privacy, and for, people that are on the team, you know what I mean, that are in business with me or whatever, in the future, then, especially family, you know what I mean? Because families always split up. And I think families need to stay. No matter if you hate your family or love your family, I can't trust people in my family, but certain ones I can. You know what I mean? My mother I can trust. For the most part, I can trust my mother. I can trust my stepfather. I can trust, but they're stuck in their ways too. You know what I mean? But I think I honestly believe like family is important, but friends are important too. You know what I mean? That's why it hurts so much. You lose 70 fucking plus 75 plus friends. It fucking gets hard because when you think of those people, they always pop up in your head for some reason. So all I have is fucking crazy fucking memories of fucking craziness and chaos, but a lot of good times. A lot more good times. But the chaos was good times. You know what I mean? Because we're all adrenaline fucking junkies. Just dangerous shit was fucking fun. Yeah, it's always good to see. It's always good to see Palman, man. Sounds like paradise. K-Razy, I don't know if you know Ant or Palman. Ant, K-Razy's good people. Lives right in Australia, right near Kiwi, like right where Kiwi lives, like same coast. What's that? East Coast, yeah, the East Coast of Australia. Good people in Australia. Yeah, like I want to go to Australia, I want to go to New Zealand, like a lot of places, you know what I mean? It doesn't cost nothing. It's like Thailand, you could live in Thailand like very comfortably for like $6, $7, $8, $900,000 a month. Like it would probably bills and like everything right here where I live is like fucking you're talking about at least 3,000 a month just on bills, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 a month on bills alone, just alone. Never mind everything else. Like in other countries, and it's not just Thailand, it's other countries like that you would never. It's just like beautiful. It's like unbelievable. Some you'd see like in a fucking like a painting, from a great fucking artist. Like it's amazing the places you go on YouTube, right? The 10 like places where you can fucking retire to. It's fucking amazing. Like I don't want to be like all the people. I've seen so many people retire and die within fucking a year later. I'm like, that's never gonna be me. Like I'm not gonna retire and just kick back. I'm gonna be fucking staying active. I have to stay active. If I don't stay active, I'll lose my mind. You know what I mean? I'll end up hurting somebody or something. I don't ever want to hurt nobody again unless I get paid to do it. You know what I mean? And they're down for it. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to fucking hurt nobody, honestly. Just not something I don't want to do it no more. I don't want to hurt nobody no more, unless they need it. Yeah, I'm glad you guys. It's good to it's always good to. I just like because I know these are all real people. That's why I introduce you, because a lot of people, we don't know. You know what I mean? But we know who the real people are. Like Isha up there, we know Isha's real. You know what I mean? We know a lot of people watch this that don't even jump in the Savage Room, and that's fine. I appreciate those people. You know what I mean? Yeah, Palman's from the Netherlands, Africa too. He's from Africa. They moved to the Netherlands young, right? Palman, I remember, bro. Ant's from California, LA County. I'm pretty sure LA County. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right. I'm pretty sure that's right. And K. Razy is from Australia. Like Sydney, like near Sydney, where Kiwi is from. You guys remember Kiwi? Yep. Nice people, you know what I mean? Yeah, I've met a lot of good, like Palman's like a good example. Ant's a good example. I've met a lot of good people, you know what I mean? A lot of good people. Like Kiwi, like a lot of good people. Jay, Ken, I could just go on and on and on and on and on, you know what I mean? A lot of good people. Cali's beautiful, man. I just can't stand the fucking I can't stand the fucking government here either. You know what I mean? In my state, you know what I mean? I can't stand them there either. Actually, you know what? In my city, they're not bad. You know what I mean? But in because I know a couple Ward 4 councilors that are, ward councilors that are good people. I know a kid that runs all the, because it's 13 different boroughs in Quincy. Like I know a kid I went to school with runs all of those Ward 4, Ward city councilors. So he's like the boss of all those people. So it's good to see people that I know. And, knowing people, it's all who you know what I mean? It's leverage in life. That's why, giving people jobs and stuff like that, like, good paying jobs. I'll get into real estate later on in life, you know what I mean? A little bit later. I want to buy like 100 units at a time, you know what I mean? Apartment buildings and stuff, you know what I mean? That's where all the money is. When you got that many rents coming in every month, you could dial it down for people and not be greedy, you know what I mean? If you're killing it, 100, say you're making, say 200 a month profit, 100 times 200, just figure it out, right? And your mortgage is paid and everything else, and that's after, and you still, made $200 profit. You should bring your people's rents down a little bit so they could have a chance, you know what I mean? And, yeah, that's why I want to be known for, is helping people, you know what I mean? And not getting recognition for it, just doing it because I want to do it, you know what I mean? And the price of fucking living is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And that's why a lot of people live in, like 1.1 million Americans live in fucking Mexico City, because it's like $800 to live there comfortably. You go out to eat every night comfortably, have a bottle of wine, everything, right? And $8, $8 American dollars, $5 for dinner and fucking drinks and shit like that. You ain't gonna get that here. $5 wouldn't even get you a water. I'm not even bullshitting. Aunt knows I'm fucking right. Aunt knows I'm right. Aunt knows. Aunt lives in an expensive fucking place too. LA County and like Boston, in Quincy, 617 area code, really expensive. Manhattan, really expensive. New York, all the way down to DC, you know what I mean? Yeah, Washington, DC is really expensive. There's some other expensive places too. I think there's, but other places in America, I'd be like way over middle class, way over. But you know what? Both of my daughter's killing my son. After that, like after my son's off on his own, which he will be in less than 2 years, like, of course, I'll be a father for the rest of my life. I'll always love them. I always want to see my kids, you know what I mean? But, just like us, we wanted to get the fuck away from our families too, you know what I mean? Our mothers and parents, you know what I mean? So, I know my kids are well-raised and they're good kids, you know what I mean? Now they're adults, but still my son, I'm going to be here for him till he leaves. But I will go, like I said, 8-9 months from now, I will go Thailand, Netherlands, set up my if the businesses are well-oiled machines here, then I'm going to bring them over there. You know what I mean? But I'm still going there. You know what I mean? Still going there. And maybe I'll just set up businesses over there. It all depends. But like here, there's a lot of red tape, believe it or not. But I'm getting through that, which is good. You know what I mean? So it's already in the process. Things are already like moving in the right direction right now. So I'm happy with it. But I don't want to say nothing until the timing's right. Because a lot of haters out there. Yeah, I know, dude. And it's sad, dude, because you know why? It's fucking Cali's so fucking beautiful. Just about an hour south of Sydney. It's called Lake Illawarra. Illawarra. Lake Illawarra. It's like sounds like a lake where people go to war. Yeah, I hear that, and it makes me sad, bro, because I know Cali is a good fucking place, man. I know California people are usually really nice people and fucking laid back. You know what I mean? Like, it's always I think since I was a young kid, I always like Cali is definitely a destination. You know, that I definitely want to go. Maybe have a fucking house in Humboldt County, a fucking Thousand Oaks somewhere, or Northern California. You know what I mean? Bear Lake, or whatever fucking where everyone goes to train. You know, I think it's Bear Mountain, whatever the fuck it's called, or Colorado was always Colorado Springs, or California, San Diego, or Malibu. You know what I mean? All these nice fucking places. You know, even LA. You know what I mean? LA's fucking beautiful too. I mean, everywhere's beautiful in Cali. And then all the fucking, Nevada and Utah. I mean, Utah's fucking beautiful. I hear Utah's fucking incredible. Montana, Idaho. I hear all those fucking states are incredible. You know what I mean? I don't remember much. Like, visiting like Vegas and shit like that. I don't remember like too much. One day, one night, 2 nights, I think. Yeah, 2 nights. Back in the 80s, in the mid 80s. So all I remember, I was fucking. It was a blizzard, even in the desert. You know what I mean? That's why, like 16 or something. Yeah, it's beautiful there though. Yeah, I'm gonna shut this down in 2 seconds. 2 minutes. Yeah, it's 16 hours ahead. Australia is 16 hours ahead of us. Like the East Coast half. And that's funny. Like where Ant is, where Palman is, he's 6 hours ahead or 5 hours ahead. It's 5 and 6. It's like 6 hours for half the year, 5 hours for half the year. And where Ant is 4 hours behind the East Coast. He's on the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast. He's 4 hours difference. The time zones are, I guess you have to have it. I guess you have to have the time zones because the sun and moon are never late. You know what I mean? That's one thing they're never late. They might be an hour off. It's about, different times of the year, but that's about it. So you spring ahead, you fall back during the fall. So Grand California has the most expensive real estate in the world. Well, I don't know. I think it's pretty expensive here too. Well, yeah, I would say, Cali, because of Hollywood and like all the actors there. Yeah, I would say probably. Yeah, that's probably correct, bro. It's really expensive around here too, bro. Like I remember houses that were like 200,000+ or 200,000. Now they're $500,000 to $1 million. That was in the 90s. Now they're like $500,000 to $1 million. It's like 80%. Uptake. 22, yep. $2,200. That's 1030. That's 1030 or 2,100 hours is 930. 21 hours. 500 hours is 5 in the morning here on the East Coast. Yeah, you guys must be using military time, I'm pretty sure. Or they might call it something else there in Europe. Maybe it's metrics. Yeah, 10:22. Yeah, that's what I thought. 10:22. So, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it just turned 4:23 p.m. Yeah, so 5:29. Yeah, it's the 29th. I don't even know how many days are in fucking in June. I got it right there. I mean, that's ridiculous. I think it's the 31 days in May. I'm sorry, May. Yeah, 31 days in May. So next month in June we have 30 days. 31 in July, 31 in August, 30 in September, 31 in October, 30 in November, 31 in December. The funny thing is we have like February, we have 28 days. Every 4 years we have 29 days in February. That's when I start going out with my wife. Was on the 29th day of February. It was a leap year. Every 4 years, 29 days in February. But we ended up getting married March 3rd in 2001. We started going on in 92. So that's when we like celebrate, what's it called? But when you have kids and stuff, you don't even like really celebrate that stuff no more. After you've been together so long, it's like you're not celebrating that stuff no more. You're just another year with the person you care about and you love. You know what I mean? That's it. A lot of people make big deal. I don't even want to talk like my birthdays. I just say happy birthday to people because people, are really, I don't know, frail or whatever the fuck. But that's nice to get a happy birthday or whatever. But once you get to a certain age, it's just like, come on, man. Like, I don't even care about my birthday. I think all I cared about was my 21st birthday, but I didn't even care about that really either because we were getting booze and fucking 13 and 14 years old. Anytime we wanted it. I actually lived where I grew up was 3 fucking buildings away from a fucking liquor store and a fucking bar fucking across the street and 5 corners, 5 fucking streets, like intersection, really busy, you know what I mean? So yeah, very chaotic. About to move to Vegas. Yeah, Vegas is fucking beautiful, dude. Vegas is fucking beautiful. There's a state in Malibu. Oh, I know, dude. Trust me, I know there's a lot. I know, dude. That's fucking crazy, dude. Like, and not only that, the taxes. You guys pay a lot of taxes like we do. You know what I mean? So, my wife didn't even get her fucking taxes this year. It's like, what the fuck, man? It's like, what the fuck? But I know, like, Trump signs in certain things, then she'll get it, I guess. I mean, we don't owe the fucking IRS nothing. But you're only as old as you feel. That's the thing. Ant will tell you that. Palman will tell you that. Like, it's really, like, I'm really a kid at heart. You know what I mean? I'm still a fucking kid at heart. But if I didn't have the injury, like, landing on my head and fracturing my skull, like, I'd be, a lot fucking more fucking, I don't know, I'd probably be a lot younger than I, fucking, that's the only thing is the pain every day. Like, I never talk about it, but it definitely hurts. You know what I mean? Like, I just, there's nothing you can do about it. But imagine having pain in your head, fucking like just going crazy, like thinking, letting the fucking demons, the bitch ass voice and the fucking devils fucking overrun your good side. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I gotta go sweat, to get those fucking devils out of my fucking mind. You know what I mean? The demons or the skeletons in the closet, so to speak, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? But demons, that's exactly what the fuck it is. Because good and evil, it's a constant fight every day, man. It's I don't think people realize this, but it's really, I don't want no sympathy for me partying every fucking weekend or when I was in my teens, whatever the fuck it was. I go to the gym in the morning, sweat it out of me, and do it again. You know what I mean? You can bounce back from that shit young, but stop and drink. I didn't want no sympathy. You know what I mean? I smoke weed. I'm probably gonna start fucking microdosing shrooms. I don't know if I need to microdose shrooms, but I think it will probably help me. You know, I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm gonna microdose shrooms. I'm not sure. I'll probably just do a mega dose like once a week or something like that. I think it really humbles you. It really fucking you understand that we're just a little piece of matter on this planet in this huge fucking universe, in the one we're in. You know what I mean? And then, but we do have souls and stuff. So when somebody dies, they're always 20 pounds lighter or something. I forget what it is, but they've done these tests before. Like it's definitely a part of you that I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I don't know what heaven is. I definitely believe in God and definitely believe in Jesus, all that, right? And I believe in spiritual things, right? But I don't preach it because I already told God, like, God needs warriors, but I'm definitely not a preacher. You know what I mean? I don't want to be one of those fucking preachers that preach God and fucking rob people. You know what I mean? No, thank you. I'm blessed. Yeah, you know, health is wealth, man. It really is. Yeah, $140 million a fucking state, man. What the fuck? Exactly, and that's. I think I say it all the time. I say like people use drugs for a long time or alcohol, whatever it is, right? Like drugs, though, mostly. I've seen a lot of people like that look great, that are, you know, in their 70s and 60s and 50s. They look great. You know what I mean? Then I see people in their 30s that look fucking horrible. You know what I mean? I let myself go for a year and some change or whatever it was. I think a year, tops 2 years. In my whole fucking life, I've never like stopped training or nothing. But I did for like a little while. I hit the bag like once or twice a week for a half an hour just to make sure I always still have it. You know what I mean? But I just it's fucking. I think it's imperative to sweat every day, and I think it would help a lot of people, even just to walk. You know what I mean? Like after a fucking big meal or something like that. I think it would help a lot of people. It would help a lot of people. It definitely would. Yeah, we're all blessed in a lot of ways. And you hear people bitch all the time about shit. You know what I mean? They don't even realize how good they have it. And I never microdosed. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I hear you, Valman. Like a hero dose. I get it, bro. I know, bro. That's the best way to do it. You know what I mean? But you know what I was thinking, brother? 3.5, like an eighth every day, 3.5 grams. I mean, not really tripping. You know what I mean? Just like humble, nicer. You know what I mean? Weed does it for me. You know what I mean? But weeds and shrooms, it's all connected. Mycelium is incredible, man. The research I learned about this shit in the 80s, right? But the more research I've done on this shit in the past couple of years, and especially about 10 years ago, I was doing research, and then, you know, in the past couple of years, like I did about 18 months every single day, and I stopped that about 6 months ago because you know, I learned everything I need to learn. I still remember it all. So I'm very lucky just to be alive. Never mind fucking, and it's not just from my fall either. That was fucking definitely a close call. But shit, I put myself through knowingly. You know what I mean? And not even giving a fuck. So yeah, could have definitely been dead at least a couple hundred times in my life, easy. If not, fucking. But it never worked out that way. It always came out on top. And I think that's karma, you know what I mean? I don't think no one's lucky in life. I think you create luck. I think it's just the universe. I think it's like I'd have 4-leaf clovers tattooed on me if I thought it was luck. I just got 3-leaf clovers, you know what I mean? Clover, you know, shamrocks. Yeah, I don't believe in luck. I believe everything is either preordained or it's your character. If you have, if you're loyal and, if you helped a lot of people in your life and stuff, or, been kind to people and, a lot of things, you know what I mean? I've been kind to people a lot more times than I was fucking, violent to people, and then people take your kindness for a weakness. Then you got to get violent with them. It's weird how life works. But yeah, I've been out of that life for so fucking long. It doesn't even bother me. Like, with my fucking dignity intact. A lot of people cannot look at themselves in the mirror and brush their teeth and see a fucking stand-up fucking person in the mirror. That's a shame, man. That's a fucking shame. But that's life. That's life. That's just people that have no fucking clue about life, man. You can't hide from that fucking shit. It's amazing. People, like, online, they talk a lot of shit. It's like, you're going to run into that person someday. I don't know. You better be a very confident motherfucker. Because if not, it's not going to be pretty for a lot of people out there in the world. They're going to wish they never ran into those people. Or talk shit. Like that they know is bullshit. And when most people talk shit online, it's usually because they're trying to take heat off themselves. It's really the fucking truth. Because everything's public fucking record. Everything. We all know it. I mean, they tell you where fucking pedophiles live, for Christ's sakes. You know what I mean? It's almost sickening if you look at it. You look up where level 3 sexual people, sexual deviants are. You look them up, right? They're all around your neighborhood. You wouldn't even believe how many fucking pedophiles are fucking. People who hurt women, children, and elderly people, and people who hurt fucking innocent people, like terrorists and shit, and rats, and people are taking an oath, or goes around saying you just never tell on your people. You know what I mean? You just take your fucking time like a man. That's it. It's very simple. If you're if you're doing something illegal, you know what I mean? You got to take that time. You know what I mean? You just got to do it. That's it. Bottom line. I would highly recommend you don't even get into illegal shit. I always said I wouldn't recommend it for anybody. Unless you're built, you got thick skin and you can handle yourself. It's not a good place to go, man. Because, really, you're just letting yourself down. Some people never had it so good, no bullshit. Like, and some people do get, what's it called? Institutionalized. I've seen it. I've seen it with people. It's sad, man. They don't rehabilitate. You don't get rehabilitated in prison, trust me. You get worse. You're definitely getting worse. Yeah, this is very true right here. I think, Yeah, we'll go with this one. Fuck it. I'll go with this one. Come on. Okay. Let's see real quick. I always okay. I'm gonna do yeah, absolutely, Palman. Yeah, I gotta hook up my Discord to Rush Hour Fight Club. I gotta do that tomorrow or Saturday before the fights and stuff. What would be a safe dose of insurance for? Oh, I would say like an eighth or something. I mean, there ain't no such thing as an unsafe dose. You know what I mean? Because you just gotta go with it. You know what I mean? You just gotta go with it. You can't think about we're gonna have a bad trip or anything like that. Because I've seen people worried about that shit and then they have a bad trip. I would say 3.5 is probably safe you know, I mean, I think I know it's safe for the most part. I used to think, like, me and like 10 of my friends or 15 of my friends, we take 5 hits of fucking LSD at fucking midnight and fucking go roam the fucking neighborhood. But no, mushrooms are I'd say 3.5 grams, probably. Like, oh, you'd feel 3.5 grams, probably. Palman could probably give you or Ant could probably give you a good advice too on that. But I would say 3.5. Me myself, I would like to take like I'd say 1/4 ounce or 1/2 ounce. If I'm gonna do it, I want to fucking really do it. You know what I mean? For like 8 hours of fucking being humbled and fighting some demons too. You definitely fight demons. You go to places sometimes. It's not dangerous because you're aware of everything, right? But you can never explain what tripping's like. It's not like a lot of You're not hallucinating a lot of the time. Sometimes you see shit. You know what I mean? It's just what we see with 3-dimensional vision. It's not all that's there. That's all I'm gonna say. That's like the best way I could sum up, like taking, acid, like, or fucking LSD. I mean, mescaline. Fucking. I've never done peyote yet. I want to. Shrooms. Shrooms are more like make you laugh a lot. You know what I mean? Make you laugh, or you'll. I want to smoke the toad. I want to do what Mike Tyson did. I want that. I don't know if I want my ego death though, because ego can help you in a lot of ways, but ego will kill us all in pride down the road in life, later on in life, if we don't fucking smart the fuck up. So I do have humility. I can fucking like call myself a knucklehead and all the crazy shit I did. I'm definitely not proud of it, right? But you can't bring life back. So it's just like, I don't really regret none of it because I never hurt women, children, and fucking elderly people. You know what I mean? All my shit was big boy shit, so I don't really regret it. Yeah, if I could like change it, if I go back and not do it, yeah, I probably wouldn't. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'd say about 3.5 grams, but if you really want to, it all depends on the shrooms too. You know what I mean? Like it all depends on what kind you're getting. You know what I mean? There are a lot of fucking strains. You know what I mean? Definitely deal with someone who knows what they're doing. And there are a lot of people that know what they're doing. Believe it or not, there's a lot of people. Oh, yeah, they're protected here too, trust me. There's a guy next to me, like way back in the days, right? They let him go on a fucking personal, right? I go up to the judge next, right? $150,000 cash bail. I'm like, what? But that got dropped fucking 3 days later to 1,000. So I don't have no defaults. I always went to court because I don't like looking over my back. So I still do look over my back. Yeah, they punted them over here too. Just like Australia, they fucking protect them over here too. Oh, it's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. Then whose fault is it? Who the fuck wants to hurt kids? Like, who the fuck gets turned on by kids? Like, you gotta be a sick fuck, man. Like, I don't know, man. I just like, I have no comeback for that shit because it just drives me crazy. I will figure this out. Ask Palman, like he's been on it a bunch of times from the Netherlands. That Kiwi, like for a year, almost a year, every week. Many people been on here from all over the fucking world, all over the states. Ant was on here 2 weeks ago. Like many fucking, many places. This works. You know what I mean? We will figure it out, though. I promise. I will figure it out, and I want to get this thing rolling. And I don't like being the center of attention. I really don't. I like having people on that I can, look at shit together, and fucking it's better that way because then people that are watching or listening are part of the community. Then they get asked, not just one person, 3 or 4 or 5 people, or 2 or 3 or 4 people. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. all the links got to be solid. There can't be no fucking cancer. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's important. You know what I mean? Tomorrow I will be. I'll be on around this time tomorrow, around 12, 12:05, 12:10. Savage Inc. picks tomorrow for. Jay told me someone missed weight today in boxing. I get rid of my texts right away, but I don't know if I got rid of those texts yet because I didn't even hear them actually. Well, because I was busy. Hold on, what? Oh yeah, what's his name? Jamie Mungaya failed drug test. What's the insult? Has he failed the drug test? Saudi Arabia, Turkey aged drugs. Yeah, he does. We'll see. Mungaya fight for a big day to ever again. Yeah, he fucked that up. Back to the barrios in Mexico. Oh, that fucking sucks, man. I know when you have a like an opportunity like that and like second, third, fourth chances or whatever, you can't make those mistakes again, man. There's no excuse, man. Like I was telling Jay, I'm like, you know, a lot of people, they fight at certain weight classes and they're trying to lose weight to like gain an advantage, you know, weight bullies or whatever the fuck. That's not the way it works. Like, I mean, some people could be good at it and, you know, figure it out. But listen, you fight at your weight, what you walk around at. And after you train really hard or whatever, that's when a trainer knows like what you're going to get down to after training. A lot of cardio, a lot of endurance training, because that's what fighting is. You know what I mean? You'll know what your natural weight is. And I'd always get down to 218, 222. You know what I mean? That's like training. After training, a lot of cardio, a lot of fucking sweating, and then once you get, you know, 240, I always felt like a little sluggish, but fast, but sluggish. Like I just felt it, you know, myself. Other people would think I was fast, but I didn't think so. It's like I just don't feel it, you know what I mean? But at 220, I feel like when I was like in my early fucking like 16, 17, 18, like those years, and then all the way through my 20s, I was really fast. And then as you get older, you start to notice a little bit of a decline, but it's not as much as people think it is. And that's why range and distance is so important. All that stuff, like if you're going to fight, it's just very important. Yeah, I'd say 3.5 grams or 7 grams, like if you want to really experience, you know, if you're gonna do it right. You know what I mean? That's what I would definitely say. Do it right if you're gonna do it. I'd say 3.5 grams to 7 grams. I would say, depending, you know what I mean, on the strains. All of them are good. You know what I mean? It's just some. It gets deep. We'll talk about that stuff soon, anyways. Like, I have to stop promoting it. I have to stop promoting it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, they are. No, I don't think it's the ancient phone, but it might be. But I don't think it is because it even says it on StreamYard. I'll straighten it out with them because it happened to me with a friend of mine. What was it, last week or the week before, prior to Ant? So it did happen with him, but he's an older guy. He's older than me, and like he's in the early 60s, and he's not really good with tech. See, that's what I always tell this to people, like guys that are older and women really ain't great with technology. So that's why I said, fuck it, I got to learn technology. And I'm glad I learned, you know, and I'm still learning. It still takes time, you know what I mean? But it's worth it. It's worth learning. It's definitely worth learning, especially these days. It's definitely worth learning. But nothing but love to all of you, man. Palmer, it was really good to see you, brother. I'll always get at you, brother. Ant, it's always good to see you. Crazy. I'll talk to you once I get that straightened out. I'll figure it out, and I'll get at you and tell you what we need to do. And tomorrow, tomorrow at like right after the weigh-ins and stuff. One championship is in the morning. I watch that on Friday mornings. It never disappoints. One championship is fucking awesome. Muay Thai. in kickboxing and a little bit of MMA, but I just watch it for Muay Thai and a little bit of kickboxing, but mostly Muay Thai. And then after the weigh-ins, I'll do Savaging picks for an hour and a half. And then for next week, I'm going to set up the 3 to 4 days I'll be on next week. I'm building a team of responsible people that show up and, want to build a side hustle. You know what I mean? So people will see. You know what I mean? People will see. Like, I'm not going to say nothing until they're on air with me. You know what I mean? But they will be. Just communication. We already communicated. A few of us already, and it's all going to work out. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of go-getters out there in this world. You just got to find them. You know what I mean? And all the people that have been on here before, like, I appreciate every one of you because I've had a good time with every single one, every single person that's come on. I had a good time with every single person. Like, always had a lot of laughs, a lot of good times, and you know what I mean? I met a lot of good people online. To be honest, it's pretty cool. You could communicate with this many people like across the world. It's pretty fucking cool. Whoever don't like it, it's just like haters, man. Misery needs company, and don't associate yourself with people like that, man. Honestly, keep those type of people out of your life. You'll thank me later, believe me. Yeah, you're gonna be. I was gonna say you're gonna be good. Like, don't worry about it. Like, don't, because we're gonna. It's all gonna be good. Like, we're gonna. Like, there is nothing. I never quit at anything. I never quit at anything that I put my mind to. So I'm not gonna quit, and I will figure it out. But having a laptop would really fucking help, or even an iPad. iPad would help. An iPad is a little bit bigger than a phone. You know what I mean? So that will work. Even like a 3-4 year old iPad will work. And I have a few of those here. So if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to. I don't mind doing it. You know what I mean? I really don't. I'm going to leave with this. Never say never. But none but love to all these, man.
Rap fucks, putrid, never say never. Not too fucking clever.
I will get
I'll pull the fucking lever. If you got problems, bottle don't solve them. Any problems, be a man, solve them. Look at the weather, better stay together. Camaraderie, solidarity, life don't last forever. Gotta make the best of the bad situation. And then, except for female penetration. If you're fucking faking, I'm gonna be blatant. Fuck the fucking bacon. If they're fucking waiting, how come you always latent? The fucking cheese and wine roof. I think you're fucking taking. Stop your perpetrating. You believe your own lies and stop lying, stop telling. Go back to 7-Eleven. Stop fucking rebelling. Get out of the business. You're not fucking legit, miss. If you didn't live it, you can't fucking spit it. Stop being fake. Cement shoes on the fucking lake. Watch them like assassins. Fuck with us. Fatal attractions. New York Kelly. Gotta live with it. Watch the Metropolitan. We're on again. Bobby Nizzo, Lebanon, Don Sherm, Dickie Scans, get on the mic and tell them we don't like them. Never say never. Ambitious, bad decisions, many incisions, ultimate visions. Stop your bitching, stop your snitching. I'm like Grandizer, I'm much fucking wiser.
It ain't happening, it ain't going down like that. Nah, that ain't happening. It ain't going down like that. Nah, that ain't happening. It ain't going down like that. It ain't going down like that. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't going down. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. It ain't going down. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. It ain't going down. It ain't going down like that.
I found I was out to be. Surrounded by clout sound, the VOLUME. I was bound to beat palms together, I swear. The Shakespeare of pure hip-hop poetry. If my face wasn't on the cover, who would believe it is me? Picture being able to topple a rhyme. Deacon my opponents as I climb. Dealing with this industry slime. Finding my rock mind and losing it to this clock flying. Don't put a period at the end of my rhyme. My conversation is an exclamation funnel in time. If I pummel, it's not over. If I get pummeled, I'll do a chin up and never roll over. I'm in an all-terrain territory. I'll sever the axe, never say never. I'm too clever. In fact, I'll wrap it up and keep it all intact. Cracked leather to smooth silk, I'm always bringing it back. Shackle me to my raps, never say never.
It ain't happening, it ain't going down like that. Nah, that ain't happening. It ain't going down like that. Nah, that ain't happening. It ain't going going down like that. It ain't going down like that. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't going down. Now that ain't gonna happen. It ain't going down. Now that ain't gonna happen. It ain't going down. It ain't going down like that. Till I got blisters, heartbeat, God whispers. Never got girls, I ain't got sisters. The block got sniffers calling the cell. Some calling it fun, but I'm calling it hell. Eating is decreasing, credits no leasing. Everyone I'm talking to don't wanna listen. I just wanna glisten. I'm calling it quits. Move from home to home like all over twists. Fuck North Pine Street. I just wanna find trees, smoke with a dime piece, and fuck when we Chinese. They see me on the block, they know I don't play. Plus I'm chasing that cheesy cheese every day. I'm not gonna trip out, but when the night flip out. But if one of y'all said it, I will let this clip out and pop at your brain. I'm hot in the rain since chopping the cane. Yo, I've not been the same. It ain't happening. It ain't going down like that. Now that ain't happening. It ain't going down like that. Now that ain't happening. It ain't going down like that. It ain't going down like that. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't going down. Now that ain't gonna happen. It ain't going down. Now that ain't gonna happen. It ain't going down. It ain't going down like that. It ain't happening. It ain't going down like that. Bosses like that, you rip it. 7-0. Sure. Bobby C. Think you let you know. Come on.